It looks like I'm going backwards, and I probably am. The engine looks like it's coming out, but I can explain. Let's run it. And that brings me here. I knew a while back when I test fitted the new intake manifold that I would have to adjust some stuff between the engine and transmission, but I didn't know it was going to be to this extent. I also thought that I could just jack up the engine and transmission and slide it back. Who knew moving 1,000 pounds of metal could be that hard with 2 floor jacks? Guess I underestimated that now, didn't I? So that brings us here. There's a big list I have to address, and I'll show you guys in a second where everything is that we're going to attack. But I need to remove the 2 nuts from the rear exhaust because the exhaust is going to slide back. I need to cut the shifter hole bigger because that's going to slide the transmission back. I need to trim the linkage arm. I need to remove the heater core, and I need to see if the radiator hoses are far enough stretched out when I move everything back and still have some type of length. Let me show you what I'm talking about. In order for me to slide this engine back so that it can mate to the subframe, all this needs to move back at least a ½ inch. And when I do that, it's going to be a domino effect. So that means these radiator hoses are going to get stretched out a ½ inch. Hopefully I have enough play in them that will allow me to move them back a ½ inch. That means that the heater core, which I'm not running a heater core I'm not using a heater anyway, but that's going to put that valve cover closer to the heater core, so that needs to come out, which I was going to delete anyway. And then if we come inside, that's going to move the shifter and transmission back a ½ inch or more, so I need to cut that hole bigger. And then we come down here to the exhaust. There's 2 bolts down here that's attached to the exhaust hangers. So those have to come out because this is going to slide back ½ inch or more, and I'll have to go back to the exhaust shop and get that redone. So it's a big domino effect. Yeah, I'll probably have to get the drive shaft cut again also. Maybe not. Well, let's get to work, baby. I got a pop lock just to get up under here. I got it. Play me some pop locking music. Get around that. Take these out. Pop locking music just make the work go faster. First, I just take off the first nut. Then I pop off the second nut. Pop, 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 pop it off. There we go. Now I just remove the exhaust from the hanger. Take that off. Woo! And I can move on to the next part. Now I'm inside the vehicle. First thing I want to do is remove this seal plate, pop off my little screws. Now what I like to do is put the screws and hardware back where I took it out from so I don't lose anything. Now we all know we can easily lose screws and bolts, and I'm not trying to do that. So once that's done, I'll go ahead and remove the carpet so I can gain access to the shifter area so I can see if I need to do some cutting. I want to show you guys something real quick. So I was getting ready to cut a hole, or I was getting ready to enlarge this hole another ½ inch to an inch so that when I slide the transmission back, I'll have enough clearance so that this boot doesn't hit this metal. But as I was getting ready to do it, I said, hold on, wait a minute, pimpin'. I think I have the ½ inch that I need. So look, if I measure from right here, from this shifter housing to where this piece of sheet metal ends or starts, that is almost an inch. And I only need ½ inch, maybe just a teensy weensy more to move this. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna roll the dice, baby. No, it's family show. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice. And before I cut, because you can't uncut. You can only cut, but you can't uncut. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to leave this where it is. The next part on this list is to take the heater core out. So I have to do that regardless. So let's get our little sticky little fingers in there and remove some heat from the core. And here we go. Now there's about 5 or 6 fasteners I have to take off. I'll be lying if I say they were all easy, because they're not. Look at this right here. Look, that's an easy one, but this next one, look how tight that is. I can barely get my pinky in between there. It's always this last bolt in the corner that's a pain. GM, I love you, but why would you do this to us? What did we do to deserve this? I ask myself that every day. And after a few weird face gestures, not knowing if I gotta use the bathroom or about to have a stroke, boom, pow, surprise. I got that fastener out. Oh, let's go. Okay, this was not fun. All right, getting this little guy out. It took the strength of Hercules, Shrek, the Incredible Hulk, and every other fantasy character that I can think of right now. So now that this is out, I go ahead and move on the inside and try to remove the whole contraption that's holding the heater core in its place. Seems like it don't want to come out. Let's look inside. All right, you notice this is a really tight space. It's so tight, I gotta channel the spirit of Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder. I gotta use Braille to get this thing out. And boom, pow, surprise, I was able to get it out. A special shout out to Chase, AKA Comper427 on Instagram. I got real excited when I was mocking up the motor mounts, and I didn't realize I had them flipped left on the right and right on the left. So he sent me a message, was like, hey man, did you ever flip those motor mounts? And I was like, ooh, normally I read the directions and make sure I'm going in the right place, but I didn't. I was so excited. So thanks for looking out for me, man. That's what this car community is about, is helping each other. Even when we think we got something right, it's always good to tap each other on the shoulder just to ask a question. So I appreciate you, man, and everybody else. So let's keep rocking, or let's keep prying. Had a change of heart. So on second thought, I'll remove this heater core box cover on another video. I realized in order to remove that, I have to take out the inner fender liner. And I don't necessarily need to remove this in order to do what I need to do with sliding the engine back, because I have the clearance. So I'm gonna save that for another project that I have. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it. Plus, I don't wanna do unnecessary work right now. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the valley cover right now, and then I'll put my engine hoist plate, and then we'll go ahead and hook up our lift, our engine hoist lift, and start the process of trying to slide it back. Slide to the left, slide, no, we don't want to slide to the right, we want to slide to the left. Let's go.
I might two steps to the right, to the right, to the left. I got rims in bell. Everybody put your fingers in the air. I might two steps to the right, to the right, to the left. I got rims in hell. Everybody put your fingers in the air. Yeah. I'm a California, I'm amazing, I'm blazing, it's crazy. Some really hate them, can't bait them or fade them. The focus kinda crazy, the grind is never lazy. What you say? I'm a California, I'm amazing, I'm blazing, it's crazy. Some really hate them, can't bait them or fade them. The focus kinda crazy, the grind is never lazy. Really one of the ones, I had to double the funds. I'm trying to find some peace, but want my peace, I'm trying to get some. You ain't telling me none, I made it up out of the slums. When did I grab me up? Cause all of these blocks get this spun. For what? For real though. I'm just out here stepping like a steel toe. All the feels we kill though. That's the real goal. I've been moving real bold. Tell me what you here for. Try to use to drive a Ford like a 6'4".
The time has finally come. Now, I'm hoping that all this work won't be for nothing. All right, I finally have everything in place to where I can go ahead and hook up the engine and slide it back 1/2 inch to 1 inch. There's a lot of things that I gotta constantly be aware of. Like right now, I gotta make sure I don't hit the floor jack. I gotta make sure that when I hook up the hoist to the engine as I'm raising it, I wanna make sure that nothing is in the way. Another critical thing is I have 3 areas where I could place this hook, and I need to place it in the right location because if I don't, I'll throw off the balance of the engine and transmission, and I don't want to do that. So let's just say I want to get it right on the first time.
Yeah, remember what I said about getting it on the first time? We just gonna throw that out the window. I pried and I poked and I pushed and I scratched and crawled and I pushed again and nothing happened. But we never gave up.
Woo, we did it. Woo! Woo, we did it. Oh man. Okay, that was a lot more work than I anticipated. You can see tell by my glove. It was easy, but it wasn't easy. So the engine is finally inside of the subframe. I'll show you guys the passenger side because it's a better view than the driver's side. So look, there's the proof in the pudding. You see the bolt going through there, through the subframe. You see the motor mount bolts locked in place. Man, it worked out. It worked out. I'm not gonna even tell y'all the extra stuff that I had to endure to get this to work, but it was worth it. All right, I stand behind my decision. I'm gonna run with it. So it's finally in. Now I just have to get the next phase of the build going and another glove. Woo, that's the struggle glove. If this glove can talk, the things it would say. But it's finally locked in place. I like where everything is sitting. Now that I did that, I can go ahead and completely lock in the subframe, put the bolts all the way to the body with the bushings. And then there's just like some small little adjustments I have to do here, but it looks good. We finally did it. And as always, wait. And this light been on the whole time. Y'all ain't even say nothing. As always, I appreciate every last one of you for tuning in. This is an epic journey. We having fun. We ripping gloves. I can't say anything more or less. I appreciate all y'all for watching. Until the next episode, I see you when I see you. Go!